All right, everyone, welcome back. Now, Marvel Entertainment has just dropped a new trailer for the Fantastic Four First Steps.
Yep. Look, I'm impressed by the trailer. I'm looking forward to this movie. I'm usually so down because I want to lower my expectations, but I'm trying to on this one, but I just can't.
So you sent me this a couple of days ago, and you've actually watched it a couple of times since. So there's probably a lot more that you've picked up on that I may have missed. But I mean, my initial impression is that it's a fresh start for the franchise.
Yes. Looks like they've repositioned it in a different timeline.
Now, talk about that. What era have they set this
It looks like it's the 60s by the looks of it. Which I love. It's sort of like it looks like the 60s in the space age. Robots are already 10 years away, people.
The optimistic nuclear 60s.
Yes.
Like sort of every family has a car, a yard sort of a thing. We've got robots, like you said.
Picket fences and a dog.
Everything's automatic and nuclear powered, and it's a glorious life.
Yes. Yeah.
So with that being in mind, we've got some new characters playing, some new actors playing these characters as well. So straight off the bat, who do you notice first?
Oh, Pedro Pascal.
Pedro Pascal, that's correct. So he's playing
Fantastic.
Reed Richards, aka Mr. Fantastic. Now, coming on next, we see, of course, the amazing, the stunning Vanessa Kirby. Now, she was also brilliant in a couple of movies, which we spoke about before that. But we've then got Joseph Quinn, who I'm not too familiar with.
He's in The Bear at the moment, the critically acclaimed TV series on Disney Plus. It is pretty good.
And he's the Human Torch. And then Ebon Moss, I'm going to butcher this name, Bacharach, a.k.a. as Ben Grimm the Thing. So,
wrong. Sorry, my bad. That's
the guy. Okay.
Yeah.
So he's in what TV series?
The Bear.
The Bear.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, I don't know their names either. So
Their names are a bit of a. Some we recognise, some we don't. Now, the one that we do see directing this is Matt Shakman. Now, Matt Shakman, I did a bit of research. This is his first feature film, but he does have a lot of TV credits. So we've got 45 episodes of Always Sunny in Philadelphia, a couple of episodes of WandaVision, which you were a fan of and saw.
Didn't mind it. It was good. You made a good point, but the fact that he's done Always Sunny in Philadelphia is going to have hopefully some comedy.
We often find that when the directors come across from comedy to these sorts of movies, their timing with the writing and direction and cinematography is spot on. They know when to have a break for an audience.
They know when to position a joke at the right time without it destroying the storyline. Instead, it almost develops the character or humanizes the characters more.
Absolutely. And I mean, we've got a couple of bad guys here. So in previous Fantastic Fours, we've had individual bad guys, but this one we've got a couple. So we've got the Silver Surfer, played by Julia Garner, and Ralph Ineson will play Galactus. Now, we've also seen a very familiar face in there in the way of
John Malkovich.
Yes. Yep. I'll insert your John Malkovich meme or joke here. But essentially, we don't have too much information on the character he's playing. It could be Red Ghost, someone like that. But it's going to be a fresh start for the franchise. And as we said, the trailer looks amazing. Now, going back, I mean, well, firstly, this is the first Disney Fantastic Four. Going back, do you remember the Fox Fantastic Fours?
Yeah, of course, the first and the second one. The first one being the first modern one of it. I can't remember, was that sub?
So it was 2005.
Yeah,
and
then the Silver Surfer after that.
We had in 2005 we had Jessica Alba, Chris Evans, and of course Michael Chiklis.
Yep.
And of course he played an amazing thing in that. Big fan of that.
He was purposely grumpy. Like, he just came across really grumpy really easily, and like he fit the character.
If you're not familiar with Michael Chiklis, he plays pretty much a cop in everything that he does. He's a mean New York cop.
He played the commish back in the early 90s, I think.
That's it. He's a badass. And then, of course, after that, they had the 2015 re-release, which starred everybody from Miles Teller, Kate Mara, Michael B. Jordan, and Jamie Bell. So, I mean, I like that reincarnation as well.
I did. I found that was really good.
We're a fan of Miles Teller. Are you playing to the rhythm or are you playing to the... and also, I think with Michael B. Jordan, that was a great platform to launch his career to go into Creed. Now, this retro-futuristic world, What do you think of the aesthetics of it? Because, I mean, I'm liking what they're showing us.
It's kind of one of my favorite ways for, like, not genre of film, I'm going to say, but my favorite style in which a film can be
What do you
portrayed in. Like,
do you relate
they'll
this to
pick
The Watchmen at all in the sense of the stylizing? Is it a much brighter?
Oh no,
sort of
this looks
aesthetic?
like a way, like Watchmen's dark, gothic, or not quite gothic, like it's just dark and seedy, and yeah, no, this looks like the clean America of the future, but it's the past.
It's very crisp. There are some nice aesthetics to it, but yeah, it definitely has that tone all over it. Now, plot wise, yeah, we sort of are left in the dark. Obviously,
We are a little, yep.
We've still got till July 25th, so they're going to release more trailers.
That's right, yep. It does look like they're already established, so we're not going to get a hell of a big backstory like in the original one with Jessica Alba, where they had more of an origin story. It looks like this one might show glimpses of it as the movie goes on to explain certain characters, perhaps, or their behaviour. But yeah, it looks like they're taking it from a position where they are the Fantastic Four already.
They're already established, and yeah, they're already doing their thing. Now, as the question always stands at the end of these, to stream or to watch in the cinema?
Ooh, I might see this in the cinema.
Hey,
Yeah,
hey, there we
that's
go.
big.
That's huge.
Yeah, that's big.
Because going to the cinemas these days is not cheap.
It is not.
When streaming is. So, I mean, yeah, guys, stay tuned for more from Marvel, but definitely excited about this Fantastic Four trailer and the upcoming film, First Steps. Thanks for listening.
Cheers.